So we've been crunching the numbers and breaking down the costs to see how efficient DTF printing actually is, and how do we make arguably the most affordable direct-to-film printing method today even more cost-effective. Talking about gang sheet printing. Estevan here with All American Print Supply. In today's video, we're going to be going over this breakthrough revolutionary print method with DTF. Whether you're running the A3 Plus R, the 16-inch L2, 24-inch XL2, or basically any direct-to-film printer on the market today, because cataloging is available separately for your DTF printing needs. And before we dive into it, we have been noticing a lot of our viewership has been coming from non-subscribers. So before we get into this video, if you haven't done so already, hit that red subscribe button. Let's make it YouTube official. We have a lot of fun on here, and every week we have useful and informative content. You don't want to miss out on any of this. When it comes to DTF printing, a gang sheet is going to be one of the best ways to get the most efficiency out of the direct-to-film printing process. I mean, think about it. If we're getting more images printed at a time, that's a win right there. Now, you wouldn't use a large sheet of film to load up a tiny small image, am I right? Think about it. Load that film up. Now, you got to remember, this is what contract shops are going to be doing to keep those profit margins as high as possible. And because we're also reducing our waste, this is also going to be a very eco-friendly way to do your DTF printing process. You can have your popular prints on standby for when that order comes in, and you'll have flexibility with your actual blank garments and not be sitting on any printed inventory waiting for those sales to come in. A lot of versatility there. Now, my favorite part about this, the Catalink Digital Factory V10 software for DTF makes this process so much easier. Let's throw it to the program.
All right, so here we are in the Digital Factory Catalink DTF software, and you'll see we have the options for our print queues. Now you can switch between sheets or roll printing depending on your machine, but all the steps we'll cover in this gang sheet tutorial will apply to both. So we'll go with the roll option for a little more space. Now, before we bring in our images, under layout over here, we want to make sure that we're set to auto nest. This is going to take care of most of the heavy lifting as far as positioning and arranging our DTF transfer prints to really get the most out of our film. All right, let's go ahead and bring in some images. Up here in our upper left-hand side, we'll have the option to open these files. And I'm just gonna grab all these different PNGs right up here like so. Let these populate and generate onto our workspace here. And then thanks to the auto nest, we've already taken care of all the positioning. Now, because these are higher resolution PNG graphics, they may be a little larger. And you can see these red areas here that do not fit on our film. So let's go ahead one at a time and adjust the sizings on these. So we'll start with this one here, the Olympic graphic here. Let's go ahead and bring this guy down to about a 4.3. And then let's select the astronaut. And we'll do this one at about an 8. And we'll do an 8 tall. There we go. Here's our tiger that we just cropped. Let's go ahead and bring this down to about an 8 as well, 8 tall. We got the sunshine. We'll do this at an 8 wide. Try and get the most out of our films here. And then our skull graphic here. Let's drop this to about a 7 tall. And there we have it. Thanks to the auto nesting feature, once we've gone ahead and resized all of our images, it's going to arrange them perfectly to really maximize the film. Now, if you do have an image that perhaps has negative space in the file, maybe even something you want to crop, the Catalink software has this very user-friendly tool right here for just that. So let's go ahead and let the design populate. And if you did want to make any adjustments, trimming, cutting, or cropping, using this handy tool here, you can simply and quickly perform this to get even more space on our film. Now let's see here, everything's looking pretty good. But I wonder if I were to go in here and adjust some of these sizes, can we get even more space on our images? Let's go ahead and drop the Olympic. We'll go down to 4.3. Let's go ahead and get this to about a 7 tall. There we go there. Now it looks like I almost have space for one more design because of all the arranging. So let's go ahead and bring in one more graphic. Let's go with the circle logo here. Now, you see it's a larger image, so it's not going to fit very perfectly. Let's go ahead and just resize that. Now, I'm going to use this as a pocket logo print. So we'll drop this down to about 3.5. And then thanks to the handy auto nesting tool, it arranged it perfectly to really get the most out of our film. That was pretty quick. Now we have everything organized on our sheet, ready to print, powder, cut, and apply. Now, one thing worth touching on is while we have all the graphics here on our space, if we look at the layout and click these little dots right here, you'll see we've arranged about a 0.25 inches. This is gonna be our spacing between our jobs and our copies. The reason the spacing is important is once you have everything printed, you are gonna wanna be able to come in here with scissors and segment out all these different designs so you can really maximize your film, get the most out of your materials, and reduce our waste.
The uses for gang sheet printing in DTF can benefit everyone, from the desktop print shop all the way to the print-on-demand contract shops. Now, if you take a look at this here, how many images do we actually get on this single piece of film? Multiple garments, talk about efficiency. Now, for more information on everything direct to film, go ahead and head over to the website, a@printsupplyco.com, or visit the description links down below. If you do have any questions on gang sheet printing or anything DTF related, you can go ahead and leave that in the comment section also. That's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this one, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit that red subscribe button and make this YouTube official. You don't wanna miss out on any of our updated weekly fun and informative content. My name is Estevan, we're All American Print Supply. We'll see you on the next one.